Have you ever wondered what it's like to be sitting in a space shuttle launching into space? Have you ever seen a space shuttle in person? Well, you'll get to do both of these things and a lot more at the Kennedy Space Center at the Space Shuttle Atlantis Exhibit. So when you get to Kennedy Space Center, or KSC, I would actually start here. And when you first walk up the ramp, you will be led into a large auditorium with no seats. So it's standing room only, and they will show you a short video presentation about the history and the significance of what you are about to see. So when you get to this first auditorium, just remember, don't walk across the room and go to the other side or by the wall, but really stick to the doors where you first entered. This is very important. So after the first video presentation ends, a second door is going to open. So you're going to enter this second auditorium also with no seats. So it's still standing room only. So this is why you want to be closer to the door that you came in through. So you'll be towards the front of this second video presentation. So this is the second video presentation. And after this second video presentation, there's going to be a third door that opens. All right, so this third door opens to the actual Space Shuttle Atlantis. You'll be able to get a free tour that's included. And so that's why you should be towards the front of the second video presentation, because now you are the closest to the Atlantis Space Shuttle. So when the tour guide is explaining things and giving you interesting facts about it, you'll be in the front row seat, as it were, to really take it all in. So when you're done with that tour, you can go ahead and walk towards the Shuttle Launch Experience. And this is where you will get to experience what it's really like to be inside a space shuttle launching into space. I love this one. And this is probably the best experience I've ever had traveling. This was really cool. And I'm going to give you more specific tips on doing this experience at the end of this video. So I'll get to that in a little bit. As you get to the Shuttle Launch Experience, you're going to see a bunch of these lockers. So these lockers are free. There are signs on how to use them, but you basically just put your stuff in this locker. And this is another pro tip. All right, so instead of walking around with all your stuff, you're gonna have 3 hours of free locker time. So I don't know about you, but does anybody else love it when places offer free locker rentals? Cause I do. And I just love free things in general. So I was pretty excited that these lockers were free. So go ahead and put all your stuff in here so you are free to explore everything here and look around. There are so many interesting things here. For example, this is a full-scale replica of the Hubble Space Telescope. This is about the size of a school bus. And the Hubble Space Telescope takes really amazing pictures of our universe that we cannot get from Earth, and it has to be really accurate. And here's a fun fact. So the Hubble Space Telescope must focus without moving 7/1000th of an arc second. I don't know what that means, but that equates to about the width of a human hair that you see from a mile away. So that's how accurate this telescope is. And they also have a large scale slide. It's set at 22 degrees. So this is also the angle of a space shuttle when it's getting ready to land on Earth. This is landing on the same angle, 22 degrees. So you can go down the slide and see what it's like. And you can even go back to the Atlantis Space Shuttle. And this time, because the tour group that you came with probably has moved on, there's not gonna be that many people there. So you can take a lot of really cool pictures with it. All right, so now we get to the KSC Shuttle Launch Experience. So they are really strict. There is no food or drinks, no loose items, sunglasses, keys. You can hold your phone in your hand as long as it doesn't slip out. And so once again, these lockers are free. So here's how it works. You can even just start here and leave your stuff in the lockers and then you can walk around. This is a very realistic simulation and they do walk you through it a couple times. You will see a short video presentation about the history of the space shuttle. And then you'll get to this other room. And once again, there are no seats and you're gonna get trained and prepared for your own space launch. And the cool thing is the person who trains you is a former shuttle commander and NASA administrator, Charles F. Bolden. And these presentations really really build up your excitement because they're gonna tell you about the different things you will feel and hear during your own space launch. And then you're gonna go through doors that take you right into your seats for your own space launch. So even before you get into the simulator, they do ask you again if you want to leave and be an observer instead. So this is your last chance to change your mind, because once you get seated and get strapped in, there's no coming out until it's over. And there is a sign that says no filming, and honestly you might not want to because you might drop your phone. And I do personally take a lot of pictures and videos obviously, but for this experience I really recommend just sitting back and really be immersed in the experience. And once you are done with everything and the Atlantis exhibit, you just take everything out of your locker. Maybe you even have your own lunch with you, and you can just step out of the Atlantis exhibit building and have your lunch at one of these outdoor dining tables. So we probably spent a good 2 hours here, which is plenty of time with the free locker rentals. And just one last bonus tip since you're still watching, which I really appreciate you guys. If you miss a tour, or if you decide to not do the tour for whatever reason, don't worry about it because you can do the next one. Just ask the current tour guide about the next tour because they are on regular intervals. So there you have it. This is the Kennedy Space Center Atlantis exhibit. If you don't know where to start once you enter the complex, start here because this was the most amazing thing and I don't think anybody should miss it if they come. And let me know below, do you think that the shuttle launch experience is something that you would want to try with your family? I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped you guys to plan your vacation here. And if you want to see more travel guides, I'm going to have the full playlist for the Space Coast here when it's ready. But if you want to check out different parts of Florida, go ahead and subscribe and stay tuned.